Hello, everyone, anyone. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, thank you. I appreciate you. So, I don't know when this video will actually post to YouTube, but in my recording timeline, I just did my first Ren reaction to High Ren and was just so impressed and have listened to the song and have listened to a breakdown of the song and just taken aback and just very just captivating. It's art what this young man is doing independently at that. And y'all have, the renegades, which I love, have been educating me in the comments about some of the more technical aspects of the way he does his videos in like one take, or essentially one take, right? It's just very, very impressive. So what I'm kind of hearing from y'all is Sick Boy is something to check out next, and I need some more Ren in my life, so we're here. I've got the official video queued up. I'm super excited for this one. And y'all have also educated me a little bit about Ren's position on reactions and things like that. So I did set up a different layout here. I mean, this looks like, is this the same room that High Ren was done in?
Hi Ren, thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for seeing me.
Looking at your file here, it seems there's a very apparent interplay with your emotional state and your physical body. Have you ever heard of the trauma response?
I don't think so.
Basically, our bodies can get stuck in a negative feedback loop. Our subconscious can repeat patterns from the past, which can have a pretty drastic downstream effect on our biology. Essentially, your mind is making you sick.
Where's that pig-headed guy again?
Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy, looking for that fix boy, anabolic steroids, stem cell, poster boy, pass out, white noise, quick fix, snake oil, I'm about to break boy. Oh, what a shame, he's in pain, have another go, take another pill, here, take a couple more, let's see how you're doing in another week or so, you'll be feeling worse when the side effects will show, derealization, medical patient, losing patience with the process, walking hand in hand with Satan, complications with the medication, inflammation, dehydration, inhalation, aggravation, building up a toleration, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, I've been feeling like I'm drowning with my feet upon the ground, I've been screaming, I've been shouting, but I never make a sound, I've been looking for a way out, but I always seem to drown.
Is this all making sense, Ren?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. What I propose we do is we try to pin...
Oh my goodness, so it's, I mean, now she's got the pig head on, or the pig head's back. I mean, his messages are just so deep, but they're also so compelling for anyone who has dealt with any form of mental illness or even physical illness, because y'all, if you have a chronic physical illness, that affects your overall well-being, that affects your happiness, it affects your mental state. And I heard in High Ren that he had a number of physical issues as well as psychosis and things of that nature. And I believe I read in one of the comments that Lyme disease come up, and he did say sick boy bitten by a tick boy. I mean, he's taking you into his mind, and he's essentially saying he's screaming on the inside, but it feels like he's drowning. And if you think about that a little bit more metaphorically, and I could just be reading into it, but if you ever tried to scream underwater, it just never gets to the surface, right? And he's saying the screams are inside, but they don't come out. And he's having all these things kind of happening in his mind. But you see, when he sits down, he's able to compose himself and speak rather calmly to this therapist. She says this is all making sense. And no, it isn't making sense. No. Maybe intellectually it's making sense, but it isn't making sense with what's going on in my mind and my heart and my emotions and my spirit right now. It's just so compelling, and I want to go back like quite a bit, y'all.
Have another go, take another pill.
Not enough.
Here. Boy, sick boy, bitten by a tick boy, looking for that fix boy, anabolic steroids, damn so, poster boy, pass out, white noise, quick fix, snake oil, I'm about to break boy. Oh, what a shame, he's in pain, have another go, take another pill, here, take a couple more, let's see how you're doing in another week or so, you'll be feeling worse when the side effects will show, derealization, medical patient, losing patience with the process, walking hand in hand with Satan, complications with the medication, inflammation, dehydration, inhalation, aggravation, building up a toleration, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, I've been feeling like I'm drowning with my feet upon the ground, I've been screaming.
Yes, I'm sorry. So he's talking about, like, essentially what I think is what he's saying what happened to him is they kept just wanting to medicate him. Like, take another pill, have a couple more. We'll see how you're doing in a couple weeks. And then there's that horribleness with some medications where the side effects can sometimes worsen the condition that you're taking the medication for, or they cause other things that just generally lower your well-being. And I feel like that's what he's talking about when he says, you start to build up a tolerance. That's another thing. And he says something about it'll be a lot worse when the side effects show. And unfortunately, y'all, that is so often the case, is the side effects of these medications, but it's like all they want to do is like, here, take some more.
Drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown. I've been feeling like I'm drowning with my feet upon the ground. I've been screaming, I've been shouting, but I never make a sound. I've been looking for a way out, but I always seem to drown.
Is this all making sense, Ren?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. What I propose we do is we try to pinpoint the exact experiences from the past that are keeping you stuck. What can you tell me about your childhood?
I can't really think.
It's okay if nothing comes up right away. What I'd like you to do is take some deep breaths with me. In and out. In and out. Good. Now tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's it. We're given everything we need and we commoditize it. We consume, we destroy like we're parasitic. Science tells us that it's suicide and still we commit. I'm not sick, we are standing on a cliff in the name of progress. We jump off the precipice. I'm not sick, I'm the virus, you're the virus, hypocrite. How can you sit there with that smile on and tell me that I'm sick? Sick boy, looking for a fix boy. Push it down in public, quick pose for the pick boy. Record label meetings that commodify your gift boy. Why you so upset? Don't you wanna be a rich boy? Fuck no, industry is cutthroat. I've been doing bits by myself, swimming backstroke, walking on a tightrope, rapping with a slit throat. The way that we persist is like the ending of a bad joke. As the people evoke, we're complacent to assailants and we do what we're told. Counterintelligence, a sight to behold. Rape the earth of all resources and we bleed it for gold. And we bleed.
That's a bad pause, I know, but I gotta go a little bit back again. Oh my god, so I feel like, my interpretation is, again, he's kind of starting the song with his personal story, and then he takes it to the level of humanity, right? Because he's talking about, like, we consume, we do this, we do that, we're the virus, right? Like, to the earth. And then he's like, fucking hypocrite. Like, I'm sick, you're sick. Just that, taking it to that level in a large way, and then in a smaller way, kind of saying, like, we've all got our issues. We've all got our issues. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's special.
First thing that comes to your mind.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. We're given everything we need and we commoditize it. We consume, we destroy like we're parasitic. Science tells us that it's suicide and still we commit. I'm not sick, we are sick. We are standing on a cliff in the name of progress. We jump off the precipice. I'm not sick, I'm the virus, you're the virus, hypocrite. How can you sit there with that smile on and tell me that I'm sick? Sick boy, looking for a fix, boy. Push it down in public, quick pose for the pic, boy. Record label meetings that commodify your gift, boy. Why you so upset? Don't you wanna be a rich boy? Fuck no, industry is cutthroat. I've been doing bits by myself, swimming backstroke, walking on a tightrope, rapping with a slit throat. The way that we persist is like the ending of a bad joke. As the people evolve, we're complacent to assailants and we do what we're told. Counterintelligence, a sight to behold. Rape the earth of all resources and we bleed it for gold. And we bleed it for wealth, we bleed it for fame. But when you bleed it, can you tell me what the fuck will remain? And I bleed in myself, I bleed in my brain. While I'm bleeding, I'm the reason, cause I'm doing the same.
Y'all, I'm probably gonna have to edit out like a good 10-15 minutes of me just sitting here trying to take in. So I feel like in that second bit of the song, or this last bit of the song, he did a little bit of that, switching it up again, where he starts with his own personal topic, because he's talking about Smile for the Pick and record labels. So maybe the Renegades, I just love that, the Renegades could tell me, did he turn down record labels? Did he turn them down? Because that's what it sounded like to me. That was the implication that I felt like he was saying, that he wasn't going to a label because he didn't want to compromise himself or his message. That was my interpretation. And then again, he takes it to the larger level of humanity and humanity's effects on the earth. So I feel like there was this parallel drawn between record labels drilling artists for money, for gold, and then he made mention of drilling for gold, or more largely put, using up our natural resources. And then at the end, it kind of hits you with this punchline. Yeah, I see it, but I'm doing it too. And it's true, isn't it? But it's like, yeah, we can do our best with, but at the end of the day, to some degree, we are still consumers. And to get those products, to get those resources, there's other resources that are involved, and we don't think about that. So so I feel like that's that punchline he hits you with. Is like, yeah, I'm talking about it. I see it. I have eyes. I see it. I have ears. I hear what the scientists are saying. But I'm doing it too. So he's talking about himself being sick, and he's again taking it to that level of humanity. And this song was certainly, it was more produced than High Ren, but that's not a put off for me at all. It sounded really good. It was super interesting to listen to. The video definitely added to it. And I just feel like what this young man is doing is like performance art. I mean, it's just, I mean, what talent. This young man is creating art. I hope that makes sense. I'm probably just talking nonsense to y'all who know a lot more about him. And wow, second Ren reaction did not disappoint. Thank y'all, renegades. Love that, love that. I'm gonna keep saying it. Thank y'all so much. So what's next? Let me know. And I appreciate y'all so much. And I appreciate Ren. Thank y'all, and I'll see you in the next one. That is for sure. There will be a next one. I'll see you there.